Hi Scorpio, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. This decision reading is going to run from mid-August until mid-September, and it's for those of you who are dealing with Two of Swords energy. So those of you who are faced with a choice or decision that you need to make, but are perhaps feeling stuck in that and need a little more information to move forward with clarity and confidence. So I've already shuffled the cards. All you need to do is focus on your options and what you need from this reading. Assign one of your options to be represented by path 1 and the other by path 2, and we can get started. Okay, for Scorpio, overall energy for path 1. This card was popping out a bit while I was shuffling, so projections, 7 of Cups. Two things to consider about this path. We have innocence, which is the Sun, and we have the 4 of Pentacles, the Miser. Where this path could lead you if you chose to go down it. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the 4 of Cups. So going with the flow and turning in. Okay. The 7 of Cups is saying that something is not as it seems. So we need to take a closer look and examine the situation. Something might on the surface appear to be one way, but if we really take a close look at it, or perhaps use our intuition here and our gut instinct, it will feel different. It may feel a little off. Oftentimes, this is kind of indicating that something might look really good on the surface, but when we take a look underneath, it might not be as great as we thought it was. This can be about someone who is perhaps trying to put on a particular face or front and is being a little bit deceitful, whether or not they're doing it on purpose. This can also indicate feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with choices, perhaps. Now, things to consider, we have innocence and we have the Miser. So we have the Sun, which kind of helps to smooth any negativity, or at least reduce it in a significant way. And we have holding on very tightly. So this may be holding on to a particular set of belief systems where you believe that, let's say, a situation is very good for you and you hold that belief very firmly within you, despite the fact that there may be indications that it's the other, it goes the other way. This may also indicate a feeling of stuckness. It's kind of a stale energy. Perhaps because there's so much going on, either a lot of choices or just feeling overwhelmed in making the choice. Perhaps your decision here is to not act, and it's just to kind of hold off and hold on to what is, kind of already there and not change things. So that's a little bit of a blockage, perhaps, because something needs to change. That's why we're doing this reading here. Ultimately, we have good cards coming in that will help you to remove any blockages or obstacles that you may be faced with regarding this path. If you were to go down this path, things will go very smoothly for you. We have the Ace of Cups. So these are things flowing into your life very easily, very smoothly, and you able to flow with that in a very natural way. It's not going to feel forced. These feelings of being overwhelmed will diminish. They will go away. Once you unstick yourself, once that obstacle is removed. There is the need for you to maintain this, that easy flow of going with it. Again, we have a 4 here. Now, this can indicate the need for you, again, there's going to be the temptation to become overwhelmed again. If we look in the background, we have all kinds of people and situations that are trying to whisper in our ear and distract us from what's good for us and for where we've set our feet onto our path, perhaps trying to sway us one way or another, distract us from where we're going. So the advice here with this path is to make sure that you maintain that sense of calm and inner balance and that flow and allowing things to flow into your life so that you don't come back and loop around into this place where you're feeling overwhelmed. Okay? Now, overall energy for path 2. We have the Three of Wands, and this is experiencing. Two things to consider. We have celebration, the Three of Cups, and we have playfulness. This is the Knight of Wands. Where this could lead you, we have the Hermit, and we have the Nine of Cups. This is indicated by laziness in this deck and aloneness for the Hermit. So experiencing, there is, especially because the Hermit came up here, in this card there's an indication of kind of taking some time to be by yourself, and kind of just some alone time, maybe sort things out, and that's good. That's probably what you need to do right now. There's also very much a feeling of anticipation and looking forward to what's coming in the future. This is something that you've been waiting for, and you are ready to embrace it and bring it into your life. So it's like a welcoming energy. Now, two things to consider. We've got celebration and we have playfulness. So this is a very light, joyful energy for both of these cards. So this is very, very positive. This is perhaps indicating a highlight on your social life, whether it be friends or family, but a lot of joy coming in with this path, and reason to celebrate. So if you're not sure, if you're kind of going into something that's new and you're not sure how that's going to pan out, off the bat, it's going to be feeling really good, very comfortable, and you're going to have quite a sense of confidence about it. As we travel down that path, if you were to choose path 2, there is definitely the sense of being a kind of like a trailblazer here, where you're maybe doing something that's different from what other people have done before you, or in a different way, at least. There can be loneliness coming in here, but I don't see that being a huge thing, especially because we have these two cards here where there's a lot of celebration with friends and family. There's a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement as well. So this can be more so where you're doing something that's fairly unique and different, perhaps unusual even. Now we have the Nine of Cups. This is indicating that you will be getting what it is that you set out to do. What it is that you want is coming to you. The caution here is to not get too comfortable. Now, if you've been working very hard to achieve something, with this Three of Wands energy, and you've been traveling down this path, be sure not to let distractions take over, especially I think it's going to be more of a social nature. So try not to overdo it with parties and that kind of thing. Make sure that you have a balance between your focus on work and achievement, and not become complacent with your success. You have a lot of success coming to you. You have what you want coming to you. Just don't get too comfortable and let things start to slip. That's the advice coming in here for path 2. You should enjoy it by all means, but it's kind of a feeling of temperance that's needed here. I'm going to pull an additional card for each of these paths for you, Scorpio, just to get some more information here. What What else does Scorpio need to know about path 1? Abundance. Look at that. So that's really good. You do have the Four of Pentacles, which is the ability to really save money. And things are flowing into your life. So that's a potential there for you. If that's what you're looking for, then you absolutely have that power coming in, and it's coming in a quite big way, and you'll be feeling very good. Whatever it is that you need to be abundant in your life right now, take this time, especially as we're approaching the eclipse on the 22nd, I think, or the 21st rather. Take this time to focus on what area of your life you need more abundance. What do you want more of? What do you need more of? Set out that intention. This is a really wonderful time for manifestation. What else does Scorpio need to know about path 2? Additional guidance for Scorpio. Purity. And this is interesting. There is a little bit of a sense of a clean slate. Kind of, like I said, taking a new path or a new direction. Could be a tangent of something that you've already been working on. But with this purity card and with the rain coming in, the rain washes away anything that's old and things that need to be renewed. And we have this cleansing, healing energy coming in where we're going to feel very refreshed and very energized. There's a lot of energy coming in here, especially in the early stages of path 2. So it looks very promising. Like I said, there's a feeling of kind of like cleaning off the slate and starting fresh in some way for you, Scorpio. So I can't make the choice for you. Everybody has a unique situation. My hope is that some of the messages that we've discussed here today have resonated and helped you to see things in perhaps a new way or a different way. So thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Enjoy the rest of the month of August, and I will see you again in September.